Hello, everyone! So, before we get started today, a big thank you to Bendyzilla Productions. They asked for a shout out, and this is that very shout out. If you go to their channel, you'll find a lot of shorts, a handful of videos, some type of skibbity toilet VR, I think. I watched a video, I really didn't get what it was supposed to be. Maybe I'm just showing my age. I'm 26. I shouldn't feel... I'm not even 26 yet. I'm 25. And I can't understand a lot of the stuff. But Bennyzilla, super cool. Always really nice in the comments. So a big shout out to them. So I hate to end the video on a bit of a downer, which this doesn't have to be a downer. It's just something to keep in mind. But Hasbro has unveiled their new strategy. Ooh. And their CEO, Cox, has started this new saying, playing to win. Now, you see, I'm a bit of a video game player. I'm sure most of you guys are as well. And I'm very familiar with a term called pay to win, which is very much like we're going to squeeze our players for everything they got. I hate to say it, it's kind of the same idea here. So let's look at what they consider their three greatest potential assets. Even though they're a toy company, toys is number 3. Number 2 is IP. Number 1 is potential games. And then what they want to do is they want to utilize profitable franchises, get everybody involved by looking into demographics they usually don't consider. They want to age up, which, okay. Digital and direct, which is to say probably a lot more video games, probably a lot more apps. And partner scaled. There we go. We want to get the good old stock market involved. We want to make sure that all the shareholders are happy. I listened to the conference, and it's not like they said anything that was like outrageous or egregious. It's a lot of corporate doublespeak that means nothing. Just a lot of nice little buzzwords like, our profitable IP scores well amongst these demographics. Playing to win. And them trying to say like that, what they really need to do is focus on the brilliant IPs they have and get those things as fully monetized as possible. I'm fully expecting that this is going to end up with a lot of projects being greenlit and then canceled for tax reasons. That's my big prediction here. Of course, we do have this. So, Saber, who did a pretty cool Space Marine game, supposedly they might be doing a Transformers game. We know that Hasbro's talking to Saber about doing one of their tentpole IPs. And a lot of people are saying that for what they've done before, the things that would make the most sense would be for them to do a G.I. Joe game or a Transformers game. And I'll say it again. You want to know how I think this is going to end? It's going to end with a lot of people at Saber being laid off and then the game being canceled for a tax write-off. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that in 18 months or whenever, there will be a game announced and everybody will come back to this video and say, Ron Bondajon, you cynical jerk, you don't even know what you're talking about. I hope so. I really, really do. But I can't control the opinions and the feelings I have. And my opinions and feelings is Hasbro is a big multi-billion-dollar corporation, and multi-billion corporations love to bleed people dry and then kick them out as soon as they're desperate. You know, look at John Warden, a guy who literally helped make Transformers one of the most profitable toy lines out there when it was very nearly canceled in generations. And then they shit-canned him as soon as they could. No warning. When it comes to big corporations, I don't deal in good faith. I'm sorry. But you guys are here for a news video. So let's talk about the news. So, there were some great sightings this week. So for one, we are now being able to find the Mandalorian Star Wars Transformer crossover. I've seen a lot of people say that this guy's great, which is awesome. I don't necessarily need this, but I'm glad that it's good because I know a lot of people love the Mandalorian, and I'm always a big fan of the Naboo Starfighter. And then also, I saw this at GameStop and didn't even process that it was, new. But I saw this like a week ago at my GameStop. The Naruto Transformer is out. And all I can say is I really hope that frog becomes Spidor someday. I really, really hope he does. Third party didn't have much to talk about this time around. But we did get some cool official reveals. Oh my god, I didn't even realize he has the Supreme in his windshield boob. Oh, this is so good. So for anyone who doesn't know, Supreme is kind of an everything brand. It's very popular in mainland Asia, places like China and Vietnam. And literally Supreme will be put on clothes. It'll be put on lampshades. It'll be put on hats. It'll be put on cups. Supreme is just like it is a brand. Like, they do make these things, but everything is red and just has the word Supreme on it. And I love it. I think it's the funniest, goofiest thing ever. Especially because every so often, back when I was on TikTok a lot more, I'd see a lot of the internet tough guys, the ones that talk like this, but talk about all the honeys they actually get. They would always wear their Supreme stuff to try to look cool. So seeing Optimus Prime decked out in Supreme, all I can think is like, this is the nerdiest Optimus ever. This is the Orion Pax who never touch grass. I love it. I don't need it, but I think it's really funny that it exists. Oh, wow! I forgot about this guy. Yeah, there's another Optimus on the horizon. 3-0 is taking their MDLX Optimus. Keep in mind, that's like one of my favorite Optimus Prime toys of all time. It might be in my top 3, in all honesty. I love the MDLX Optimus. But they're doing sleep mode, baby! We're getting dead Optimus! It's also a really nice detail that the Matrix is still completely painted. I love that attention to detail. 3-0 doing what they do, which is making amazing toys. And this is just, it's great. Also, they did a Nemesis, but the Nemesis is kind of hard to come by now. So if you want, you could buy this guy and then a little bit of paint. This might be an easier way to get Nemesis now. Also, I am so happy that we're finally getting more photos of this guy. The Adams Manica. Is it Adams Machina or Autumn's Machina? Because I've heard it pronounced both ways. In any case, we're getting the T-Spark Rodimus. We're finally seeing more photos. And good God, he looks so good. He looks too good. This guy is still going to be crazy expensive, but I'm glad we're getting more photos of him. Because this is going to be like the best IDW Rodimus ever. Just look at him. An absolute work of art. And now, why don't we just wrap it up with one more edition of the HasLab Watch, just seeing what is transpiring with Leo Kaiser. So, for one, Bad Boy's been fully funded. So, we still have a lot of time. People are thinking we might be able to get to at least the Death Cobra tier. It is the first tier to unlock. So, hopefully, people will be able to get there. We're pretty close. We just got to get to 13,000, and right now, we're sitting at around 12. So, I could see us getting there. I'm really happy. Even though I'm not going in for this Leo Kaiser, I know a lot of people who are really into the project, so I'm happy that this thing is officially coming out. And here's something that blew my mind. Only now are pre-orders in Japan open. So think about this. We were able to get it fully funded with no pre-orders coming out of Japan. Despite the fact that the Leo Kaiser toy only came out in Japan originally. Like, to me, that would be probably the place where you'd get a massive chunk of the pre-sales. Maybe not, a majority, but definitely a good chunk. In any case, I'm sure that now that we're opening up to Japan, we are definitely going to be getting Death Cobra and the other individuals. So that's great. I'm really happy again for anyone who got Leo Kaiser. I'm hoping that you'll get all the extra bits. I hope you get Death Cobra. I hope you get the spears. I hope you get the sign. Not the sign, but the stand. It's a cool looking combiner. Not for me, but I'm happy it exists. And now, guys, a big thank you to my producers. It was a smaller news video this week, but then again, not a lot happened. But a big thank you to Oscarnja Boy and Confish, my 2 oldest producers, as well as Sinan and Incinerator. Incinerator, of course, was one of the people who actually requested Devastator, and their direct request to Devastator to me is what made Devastator get onto the 6,000 subscriber poll. And now, it looks as though that Devastator video, Many Toys of Devastator, will be coming out on Friday. So, you can really thank Incinerator for that. And also, a big, big thank you to Silvershot and God Empress Music. If you would like to support me on Patreon, $1 will give you permanent access to my Discord server Moonbase 1, $5 will let you download videos or see videos early, and $10 will not only let you make direct video requests to me, like the Many Toys of Devastator, but you can also appear in the credits of all my videos going forward. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see what we get up to next time.